Good morning, everyone. It is Whimsy Wednesday. It's also Veterans Day. So I want to say thank you to all of our veterans out there. It's kind of nice being able to record on a Wednesday morning. And Miss Clara's down here wanting to participate. Come on. You can come up. It's okay this time. So might as well let her say hello. Say hello. Yeah. She's been wanting a lot of attention lately. I think it's because I went back to school and I get home and I'm so tired. Yeah. All right, let's see if we can compromise and have you sit on my lap. Want to sit on my lap? Come on, sit on my lap. I know this is not a common thing now that you've covered me in Clara fur. Well, it was a clean black shirt. Okay. One thing about Clara is she's fuzzy. So I wanted to share with you some goodies that arrived a while ago. I feel like I neglected the share of these because it's been weeks, months. I'm thinking this might have been August. I don't remember. I've so completely lost track of time. But look, I have pretty bracelets. Let me have these go this way. I can yeah, there we go. So these lovelies are something I stumbled across on eBay, and I hadn't heard of the person making them, but I was very curious. And I'm glad I ordered them. And now I actually had to I did them separately and decided that I really love this bog oak finish. They do their finishes differently, trying to replicate different looks. But the matte of the bog oak is by far my favorite. So I'll have to link the seller below. But it's basically someone that's reproducing pieces in support of a hair jewelry initiative, is my understanding. But the nifty thing is each piece comes with a card, okay? And they're copied from a place called the Museum of the Very Strange. And so this is the Reproduction Victorian Morning Sentimental Daisy Bracelet. And then they kind of narrow down when it might have been from, so circa 1840 to 1880. And then it tells you the original material it was made out of. And this was, they were originally the pressed horn. And then there's a whole description on the back side about each piece. So it tells you about how they reproduced it, and then about the reproduction itself, and then the original, and then what the figures represent. So this one has daisies on the front, and then I think they look like lilies on the side. Morning glories. I'm sorry. Okay, so the daisy represents youth, innocence, purity, and children. The morning glories represent resurrection, morning departure, and youth. Now, for me, the daisies mean a little something different. The daisies are a grandma thing for me. My grandma used to stop on the side of the road and pick daisies all of the time. So that has personal significance there. So then, along with my cool bracelets, I did get some gift items. But for me, I got, here we go. Hopefully you can see the little hard, because it's so dark. This is their Whimsy Jet finish. And it's wheat and a sickle. So I think that's kind of obvious why I wanted this for myself. All right, now their Whimsy Jet finish is very shiny. They do use a modern pin on the back, which I'm fine with. Less likely to lose it. But she does put her initials back here as well. And I like that. Because I have other reproductions in my collection and I have to like, okay, who did I get this from? Because I want to be able to cite the right location. If you followed me for a while, you know I am kind of a sucker for reproduction of that whole class of like the pressed horn, gutta percha, Whimsy jet. I love the black jewelry. And I gotta say, the texture of this one, the way these feel on my wrist, this feels really good. So like, as far as like my kind of ridiculous assembly of these pieces, I have some originals, but I have a ridiculous number of reproductions, and I have some from, I think, almost everybody that's made some. I think. So I have, you know, a range from belt buckles to pins, brooches, earrings, quite a range. And here's the thing. I have this idea for a game in the back of my head. So if I can put it all together, we'll play a game sometime soon. All right, so where was I going? So there's the Whimsy jet. And then let's go in size. This is back to the bog oak matte finish. I really love the matte finish. So this is, let me make sure I get the right one here. This is the hand and rose brooch. This one was originally made out of pressed horn. Okay. And then this probably needs to go to Lily. Though I actually think it's so cute and delicate. I'm almost picturing it on one of the dolls. But this has the anchor in it, which is kind of what I was thinking Lily might need this one. I did get Lily another one, but shh, that's for Christmas. And this one, get the right card. This one's a little later. So this is about 1880 to 1920. And the original of this was made of silver and gold, rose gold. Oh, I'd love to see how that originally came out. But I love the detail on this. I don't know if you can actually see some of the detail. Here we go. If I hold it at an angle, she got a lot of the detail in there. I like that. And then going with the detail, so this one, this is one of the wider dated pieces, and I gotta make sure I get it right side up. I think that's the right side up. There we go. So this is the pierced staghorn, dog, tree, and rose brooch. So this is originally out of staghorn. And yeah, I'm holding it at an angle so you can see that. When I opened this, I like swooned. It's so sweet. And this one she dates later into 1910, possibly as early as 1840. So a wide dating on this. But I love how fun and delicate that is. I think that one's adorable. So I'm super excited about these. And like I said, I'll put the link on the post so you can see those. And let me get these from there. They all have their own little bags. I'm realizing one of the ones that's a gift is in the wrong bag. Gotta put it in the right bag, Anna. Eventually I'll just put them all in their little tray. There we go. I have a whole tray of these. It's kind of ridiculous. I think I said that a few times, right? All right, so speaking of trays, let me move on to my current project. Hopefully you caught my blog post about planning for preparing for winter. I'm going to be doing a little demo display talk interpretation of gifts handmade gifts for Christmas. And one of the things I wanted to include was a toilette cushion. So larger pin cushion in comparison to like a sewing pin cushion. So one for dressing. And this has been like, I need to make this in the back of my head for ages. So I finally got around to making one the other night. This is just the base of it. This is going to get trimmed somehow. I haven't decided how yet. The fun thing here is this is all out of a scrap. Friend sent me a bunch of her silk scraps. Really nice, fun scraps. There's some really cool, challenging pieces in there. And so this is a gray, tan, actually pink piece of silk that went together into the box. And the box itself is, this is a 3-inch square on the bottom. And then 4 trapezoids. This is about a 90, 30, 60 in terms of angles here if you wanted to replicate the shape. I did originally sketch out doing this a little larger, and I'm glad I didn't. I was going to go with a 4-inch base and a 6-inch top, and honestly that would have been just too big. And I wouldn't have been able to make it out of cute little scraps. So the way I did this is I constructed the base tray just like I would do anything else from Fanciful Utility. Then the interior of this one is actually the sides, the base, and the top constructed out of muslin, and then I put the silk on top of that. This has wadding inside, and then I did a double layer of cotton batting on the top. So I was going to save the second one to do at the museum, but honestly, this blue on blue striped silk was just calling me, and I couldn't resist any longer. So this is actually just one long strip. I should have measured it. I think, all right, so I think it was 5 inches wide by however long, okay? So I was able to get the 4 sides. I did the bottom on the bias. I think that came out really cute. A little bit of puckering I can see in the camera that I didn't see before. Really rough interior. And then when I went to do the top, I realized, this is why I know it's 5 inches, I was just a 1/2 inch short of wrapping the silk around to have it straight. So I pieced together what was left. And okay, despite some massive fussing, I am a 1/4 inch off of center. So it's going to be what it is. And I'm debating about whether to do the interior the way I did this, or to directly stitch the top onto the sides and then leave one edge under and fill it that way, just to see how it compares. I'm not sure which way I want to go with that yet. So I'm really hoping that this top comes out okay. I'm a little concerned because you see how nice and smooth that is. That's lovely. I don't know how it's going to do really with the piecing. And I did press this, so we shall see. If this doesn't come out how I really want, I do have a piece of that's just barely big enough of a darker blue. It's a shade darker than this stripe. And it's a different finish. It's more of a satin than a taffeta. And so that's an alternate backup option if this top doesn't work. So one or both of these will be part of the program 2 weekends from now. I'm really looking forward to that. I need to get some museum time in. So, oh, pardon me. I guess that's it for this morning. I will admit I was like thinking over the weekend, what am I going to do as a topic? And then remembered I wanted to talk about my bracelets, and then these kind of fell into place, but I didn't come up with an actual project. Hopefully that's okay. In terms of the shop, I think it's as ready as it's going to be for the holidays. I may add a few other things. If there's something in particular that you were looking for in the shop, let me know. I keep changing my mind on whether or not I'm going to make any of the small strawberries. Initially, I wasn't going to, and now I'm second guessing that. I will be adding a couple larger pin cushions, not the toilette cushions, just because of a special thing I'm doing. Might be a few weeks before those are in, but I do want to try to get everything in. Wow, I'm running out of time because Thanksgiving's coming up in another week. I want to try to get everything in so that I can ship everything by that first week of December. I don't like shipping after that. So I guess that's it. If your weather is gorgeous like it is here this morning, please enjoy it. If it's stormy, which is what I'm hearing for several places, and I think is what it's going to be here later, stay safe. And I will talk to you either this weekend or next Wednesday. Bye-bye all.